Good morning, friends. Today for science, we're going to be going into our Inspire Science Living Things book. Yesterday, I had you look at the inside and hopefully start talking with your family about things that are living and non-living. And I had you guys work in your science book on this page here. The directions were to circle the things that are living. And what did you circle? Hopefully you were able to do this page. If not, you can still do it today. In our lesson today, I'm going to show you a couple of a movie and I'll read you a story and show you some picture cards that we can start talking about what makes something a living thing and what makes something a non-living thing. So here in my office, I have my friend Sadie. Sadie, hey, look alive, girl. There you go. Hi, baby girl. So I have Sadie, my pet dog, and she is an animal. And do you think she's living or is she non-living? So there are some characteristics that living things have and do and use. And then I have one of her squeaker toys here, her little pet alligator. Is it a living thing or is it not a living thing? So today we're going to be looking here on the computer at, this is also in your book on, I believe, the next page here, yeah, of something that's living and non-living. Here's a kitty cat, and she's cuddling up a stuffed animal bear. So one of them is living and one of them is non-living, and we're going to learn today about telling the difference between living things and non-living things. In this page, page number 9, you were to draw something that is your favorite living thing. If I were to do this page, I don't know, it'd be hard for me to pick one, but it'd be easy for me to draw Sadie because I do draw her a lot in our classroom. So today I'm going to read you a story about this monkey. His name is Miles, and Miles is in the jungle with his family, and he's trying to decide whether he is a living thing or a non-living thing. So I'm going to come over here to my computer while it's loading. I want you to think about what is your prediction? Do you think Miles the monkey is a living thing or a non-living thing? So here on the table of contents, it says here that a living thing is a thing that grows. So does Miles the monkey grow? A living thing changes. Does he change? And does he have needs? Does he need food? Does he need water? Does he need air? Those are some things that living things need. A non-living thing is a thing that does not grow, it does not change, and it does not have needs. It doesn't need food or water or air. So when I look back over here at my samples of Sadie, does she move? Sadie! Sadie! Hey! She's not helping me with my lesson right now. But yes, she moves. Does she need food? Yes. Water? Yes. Is she growing? Yes. I can send you a picture of her when she was a puppy. She was so small. But as we compare her to this toy of hers, her stuffed animal alligator, if I don't touch it, does it move? Does it eat food? Does it grow or change? No. So those are some of the things that we're going to look at in this story. So Miles the monkey is trying to decide, is he a living thing or not? So the title of this story is Growing Up. And it says, Miles the spider monkey is hanging in his thinking spot. Whenever he has a question, he goes to his favorite place high in the trees. He hangs there until his thoughts fall into place. Miles wonders, am I a living thing? After hanging for a while, he decides to go visit his Aunt Mona. She always has the answers to his questions. So what do you guys think? Is Miles a living thing? Are monkeys living things? Aunt Mona has a young spider monkey. She feeds him nuts, leaves, and fruit that she finds in the treetops. Sometimes she feeds him spiders or bird eggs. Here is your breakfast, little one. As Aunt Mona finishes feeding the baby, she hears a loud screech. She wonders who is calling and then quickly realizes who it must be. So here's Miles's Aunt Mona, and she's feeding her baby some food. So she's filling the monkey's needs by feeding him food. So is that a clue that the monkeys are living things? Let's see, Miles comes swooping down, swinging branch to branch, and lands right next to Aunt Mona. She gives him a big hug and says, "Miles, we're so happy to see you. How are you doing?" "I've been thinking," says Miles. "Again?" Aunt Mona asks with a smile. "Let me get us a snack, and I'm ready to listen." She dips her hand to get water from a hole in a tree branch. So here's Miles. He's right here in his Aunt Mona's lap, and she is going to feed him and give him water to drink. So is she meeting his needs as a living thing? Miles is ready. "Aunt Mona, am I a living thing?" he asks. "Let me help you think about the answer on your own." Aunt Mona replies, "Are you growing? And are you changing as you get older?" "Yes," says Miles. "And what is something that you need every day?" She gives him a hint by pointing to the snack in her hand. "I eat food and drink water every day." "Yes, you need food and water to live and grow. So needing food and water means I am a living thing," Miles says. So when you guys are at home and you're thinking about what is a living thing or non-living thing, think about, does it need food or water to survive? Miles scratches his head and asks, "Are animals the only living things?" "Plants are living things too." "But they don't move," says Miles. "You're right, they don't move, but they do grow and change," Aunt Mona explains. Miles is still confused. "But they don't have mouths to chew food. How are plants going to eat if they don't have mouths?" "Plants don't have to chew food. They need water and light to grow. Do you see the sunlight on the leaf right here? The sun is helping this plant grow." "Ah, and the rain shower this morning helped it grow." "I think you've got it, Miles," said Aunt Mona. So here it's showing that plants and animals are living things. And here is a mom feeding her baby. And a living thing is something that grows. Do babies grow and change? They need food and water to live, and that means that they are alive or living. A non-living thing does not grow or change. When you were small, when you were a baby, you were much smaller than you are now, but now that you're growing older, you are getting much bigger, and you look and act different too. You have more hair and more teeth, and you can talk. A plant is a living thing that has leaves and roots. Plants grow and change. Trees, bushes, and grass are plants. Plants also need things so that they can live and grow. A need is something that you must have in order to live. A plant needs water, it needs light, and it needs air. And then they also need the soil for them to grow in. A plant needs water to live and grow. Plants get nutrients from the soil. A nutrient is something that living things need to grow. A plant also needs water, light, and air. Water is a clear liquid that makes up rain. Light is something that lets you see. Plants get light from the sun, and a plant uses air or gases around them that you can't see to stay alive. Plants are food. Some animals get their food from plants. Rabbits like to eat flowers. Deer eats the bark off of trees in the wintertime. And cows eat grass for food. A caterpillar crawls onto a leaf. It chews on a leaf when it is hungry. That leaf is the caterpillar's breakfast. And insects eat leaves for food. What animals need. Animals are living things too. An animal is a living thing that is not a plant. Animals move around and eat plants or other animals as food. Some animals live in the zoo. Animals all need food to survive or live and grow. Food has nutrients that it helps keep the animals alive and grow. Different kinds of food are needed by different types of animals. So animals might also be some pets that we have. Animals are food. Some animals get food from other living things. Some animals get their food by eating other animals. So here's a bird in the nest, some baby birds in the nest, and the mom is feeding the baby birds something that we found yesterday in science that starts with a W. Can you see what it is? The sentence here says, birds eat worms for food. Down here, this fish is eating smaller fish for its food. And over here, you can see that a frog is eating an insect. Frogs and insects are both animals. A frog sits on a log. When an insect passes by, he sticks his tongue out to catch the insect. That insect is the frog's dinner. So friends, as we finished reading that story, I want you to think and talk with your family about things that are living and non-living, and we're going to talk about that in our journal today.